Hi friends, this is Carmen. Welcome back to my channel. If you're first time here, welcome. My channel is all about succulents and cacti in a balcony garden and houseplants in an apartment setting. And if that's something that you're interested in and want to learn some more about, please make sure that you hit that red subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you enjoyed it too. Today I have my favorite plants for October. Plants that have been doing some growing and just really shining this past month. I can't believe it's already the end of October, going into the holiday season. I have my autumn decor up and I'm real anxious to get my Christmas decor up. You know, usually I wait till Thanksgiving weekend, but it's been such a strange year. I'm an empty nester this first time, Christmas as an empty nester, and I think I'm going to do things my way. So who knows? I'll keep you posted. But anyway, you're here for the plants, so let's get to it. Okay, so let's start off with a plant from one of my favorite genuses, and that is Sansevieria. I know it's a Dracaena, but it's my channel. I'll continue calling it Sansevieria. This is a Sansevieria Gracilis. Yes, Gracilis. And this was sent to me by a wonderful subscriber, Debbie. And it's been doing some growing here. I just love it because it has such an unusual shape. And you know, I forget to water it sometimes and it doesn't fuss, and it, you know, it's just a wonderful plant, just like most Sansevierias where, you know, they're so easy to take care of. And this just has a really unique shape to it. It's a real, you know, conversation starter. So that's the Sansevieria Gracilis. Next one, this boy here, this is Philodendron Prince of Orange. And look at that beautiful orange leaf that it's giving off there. I got this at Plant Stand of Arizona, I want to say back in June. And when I got it, this leaf was just unfurling. This one came out and now it's giving off a new one. It kind of sat for a couple of months and then all of a sudden it started giving off leaves. I have been adding on a monthly basis some of the Tank's Green Stuff Super Mix fertilizer, just working it into the soil. I think that may have something to do with it. I noticed that I do need to turn it around. All the leaves are facing the other way, but look at the veining on that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wonderful grower. I have it in a ceramic pot, so he does dry out a little bit slower than if I were to have him in a terracotta pot. I don't have him on a set schedule. I don't have any of my plants really on a set schedule, like every 2 weeks you get water. It's a general range of, you know, every 7 to 10 days, every 2 weeks. Now going into winter and cooler temperatures, it's going to back off even more. But with each check that I do and each watering, I always use a moisture meter to make sure that he is ready for water. And he's just doing absolutely wonderful. It was a 6-inch pot that I got. And he's just growing beautifully. This is in my east-facing window in my bedroom. Gets early morning dappled sunlight and the rest of the time bright indirect light. This one here is my Philodendron Emerald Red, and this was underneath a table, my entryway table. It started to get very tall. You can see all the growth on there. And initially I thought this was 3 plants inside, but taking a look at it when I brought the plants over here, it is actually one large stalk that has 3 segments growing out of it. So that's really cool. Now it's a little tall because I have it in this, but I moved it to my sofa table in front of the patio door, and it's loving it there. I mean, you can just see all of that new growth there. Just beautiful. Now, some of the bottom leaves, you'll notice that some of the petioles may have like these little lines on them. See if I can get it there. These little lines on them. That's just with maturity of the stem, of the petioles, and of the leaf. Nothing to worry about on that. I had somebody ask me about that. And a lot of my philodendrons do have that. And it's just maturity of the leaf. But this emerald red is just gorgeous. This one too is getting the Tangs Green Stuff Super Mix. So that may be why all of the sudden growth. I am going to have to put a bamboo stick here or something because this is starting to lean a little bit. So I'm going to have to attach it to something here real soon. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's move on to a Monstera. My Monstera Adansonii. You guys probably remember this. I have showcased this a couple times. Last time was when I added this moss pole to it and did some cuttings from it. The cuttings rooted beautifully and I put them in soil and I ended up giving them to my daughter-in-law. So they're at my son and daughter-in-law's home. And this mother plant has just been growing beautifully. Look at the mature leaves. Again, I think I need to turn it. And I think I'm going to do some more propagation. It's got a lot of little trails going. These I may need to put around the moss pole. But this one down here is a rather thick one that has 3 nodes on it. And I may cut that one into 3 sections and do a propagation of it in some sphagnum moss maybe. But it's doing wonderful. It's loving life in its new moss pole. It is in a 6-inch pot. It is a deeper one. And I do have it in front of my patio window in a basket. So it looks real nice there. And it just gets some dappled morning light, bright light the rest of the time. And it's right next to its cousin, the Monstera deliciosa. And I'm just loving the way that this one has turned out. This one, we remember, originally was from Lowe's, $14.98. And I've already gotten propagations from it. And, you know, it's just growing so wonderful. I love it. Okay. So the next one, oh, it's kind of big. This is my Aglaonema Cutlass, and this, let me move it back a little bit. This beauty here is just wonderful. It was growing out, but now all of a sudden it's growing up. It is underneath my sofa table, so I'm hoping that it's still got some room, so I'm hoping I won't have to move it. But there's 6 plants in here. Some of them have some really beautiful canes in there that you can see the maturity of the plant. It has bloomed for me several times, but now it's just putting out leaf after leaf. I don't think this is going into dormancy for the winter at the rate that it's giving off leaves. I have lost some leaves at the bottom, not many, but they're all at the bottom, and they were older leaves. So, you know, I'm not worried about that at all. But it's a beautiful plant, wonderful beginner plant as far as within the Aglaonema Chinese Evergreen family. The Cutlass is wonderful, great pattern on the leaves, and such a healthy plant. I have all of my Aglaonemas in ceramic, and that way they're kind of generally on the same schedule as far as watering. I don't have any in terracotta, so that one would dry out sooner. They're all in ceramic pots, so they'll all generally have the same watering schedule. Going into winter, I'm going to be backing off on it because it's going to cooler temps. I'm going to get my thermals on. It was 45 degrees this morning when I went to walk Rosie. It was chilly. I may have to get her a little sweater or something. Anyway, so with the lower temperatures, I'm backing off on the water because it's not going to be evaporating as quickly. So it may go every 2 or 3 weeks that I water this. But beautiful, gorgeous, luscious plant. There you go, friends. Those are the plants that are really just doing wonderful for me this past month. And actually a lot of them are, but these are the ones that I just really caught my eye, especially this Aglaonema. Now, if you enjoyed this Aglaonema and you really love Chinese Evergreen, I have a wonderful video on my collection, full collection and care tips of my Chinese Evergreen. You can catch that video right up here next. And I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember to give it a thumbs up. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.